All right, what's up, y'all? The Buccaneers finally freaking lost, bro. They lost to the Cowboys last night. They pretty much got dominated the entire game. I I ain't gonna lie, I just smiled the whole time. Like I was a happy smiling man. I had a feeling that Brady was gonna come back towards the end, and I got really scared because he's done bigger comebacks than that. Like I know. So I definitely was a little bit alarmed, but everything is fine. Everything's cool. Um, The Cowboys are moving on to play the 49ers, I believe. I don't know how that's going to go. I like to believe that the 49ers can beat the Cowboys, but if Dak plays like that, then that's the best I've seen Dak play in a very long time. So I don't know. Um, this is going to get interesting. The Eagles and the Giants. The Giants are not beating the Eagles. I highly doubt the Giants are going to beat the Eagles. Um, Everything else is just it's really a toss up at this point. I'm just happy we got Brady out. I ain't gonna. I'm just happy Brady is off. I was man. Yeah, y'all have no idea how happy I am that Brady got eliminated because that was what I needed. That was what I need to see. That's the positivity I need in my life. I just need direction, and that's just positive energy. I need more of that. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, man, I don't know how this playoffs is going to go. This whole playoffs could be something that I guess I wasn't expecting. Like I said, I still wanted the Falcons to make it. I still was in the belief that they would make it. Obviously they didn't, and we got to the point where we're at now. Um, Everything else, as far as like what the Falcons' projection is and all that stuff, that really all just depends on how this offseason goes. It really just depends on how all season goes. Oh, before I start talking for too long, prayers to Russell Gage as well. I'm pretty sure he had a very serious injury last night. They had to carry him off on the stretcher, so hopefully he's okay. That was scary. I was watching wrestling in between that. I turned the game on and I didn't see what happened until afterwards, and I saw him laying on the field. But hopefully he's okay. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this was something. This was something. I don't know. Someone asked me if I wanted Tom Brady on the Falcons, and I had like the weirdest self revelation. I just sat there for a minute. I was like, "Am I?" Cause like think about it. In the reality that Tom Brady, he probably won't. In the reality that Tom Brady comes to the Falcons, say he wins the championship. Say in bizarre world, Tom Brady comes to the Falcons, becomes a Falcon, and wins us a championship. I don't know how I'll feel about that. Yeah, we have a championship, but at what cost? You know what I'm saying? Like I would be extremely conflicted. I'm sitting there like, okay, we got a ring, but it was we only got it because we were led by the person who took it from us in the first place. So it's like no matter what, Tom Brady still owns us. You know what I'm saying? That would be the stigma that I feel that would be on the Falcons. It would, oh, we won a championship, but like seeing Brady hold up the championship wearing a Falcons jersey would just make me want to throw up. You know, like it wouldn't feel right. Something about that would not feel right. You know, so I no, I honestly believe he's gonna retire. Like for real this time, he may just come back because obviously you can just retire and come back now. I didn't know you were allowed to just do that, but whatever. Um, or he may try to go for the Buccaneers again. He might try to run it back. I honestly have no idea about his status. Um, Julio Jones is there as well. I'm not sure if he wants to come back to the Falcons. I highly doubt that he would. He left on a very bad note, and I'm not sure how many Falcons fans feel about him. Obviously, the ability is still there, but at the same thing, like at what cost? You know what I'm saying? You have things like team morale that can be destroyed by you have someone like Julio out there who has already said that he hated being on the Falcons and all kind of derogatory things about the Falcons. I'm like, bro, where did all this come from? You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like he's been on the Falcons this whole time. Went to the Titans, didn't do anything. Went to the Buccaneers and didn't do anything. So the best days of your career were in Atlanta. And this all started after the whole Matt Ryan fallout began. And it's just like, why are you switching up now? You know what I'm saying? Like why is all this just turning right now? You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. This is interesting to say the least. This is interesting to say the least. I'm not sure what the Falcons really feel like they have to offer as far as free agency goes. I'm not sure what they have in the plans for the offseason. I think they're gonna be watching these playoffs very closely to see what teams go and what teams don't, and then you can pick out from there to there. But at the same time, I just have so many like questions. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching the playoffs just like as a fan, but at the same time, I'm watching certain players on certain teams and like wondering if they would do good for the Falcons. You know what I'm saying? Because I hate not being a part of this. You know what I'm saying? I hate not being a part of this whole wild chase to get a championship ring. You know what I'm saying? And it sucks because the team, the Falcons aren't that bad. On paper, they're not that bad, but it's just their execution does not. It is not to the par it should be, and we talked about this all year. The execution of this team, it doesn't. It's hard for me to put words to it. It's hard for me to put words to it and like understand how the Falcons can go out there and they can have this not terrible team themselves. They're not a terrible team, but then they go out there and they just play terrible. And you have teams that are in the playoffs now who I feel are worse than the Falcons, but they're having a great time. The Jaguars came back and like the things like this. I don't get it. I do not understand where the Falcons go from here. I need them to watch these playoffs, not like football fans, but watch these playoffs like what are teams doing to execute? You know what I'm saying? Don't be like the Chargers and blow a lead, but the Falcons are blowing leads. There's certain stuff that I'm watching for now because I'm tired of being the team that's on the couch. I'm tired of being the guy who has no horse in the race. You know what I'm saying? Picking bandwagon teams to pick to see which one wins the Super Bowl, sitting there hoping that Tom Brady loses. I'm tired of that. I want the Falcons to be a part of this. I want the Falcons to be a playoff team once again, and they're not that far away. It's just merely a matter of execution. Merely a matter of execution, and if they want to go out there and show that this is their reality, that they really want to go out there and perform, and I know they can. It's just, will you? Can you? It's simple stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if this year is going to be one of those turning point years. This could just end up like another year for the Falcons. It could just end up just being the same team that they usually are, not really performing the way they need to, and then we'll be in the same spot this time next year. But hopefully, prayerfully, instead of just watching the teams play football this year, they're actually scouting players. They're actually taking notes. They're actually trying to figure out why these teams are in the playoffs and why, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are these teams doing that we're not doing? You know what I'm saying? What can we do to better perform, to do more? You know what I'm saying? It's all about more. It's all about what you are willing to do to succeed. You know what I'm saying? And the Falcons are on the brink of that. They have so many players on this team that could be Super Bowl winning players. It's just about, are you willing to execute that? You know what I'm saying? Are you willing to go out there and get better? Because think about it. The Falcons lost the division, but the team that they won a division too, well, the team that won a division, they just got bounced. And they were a game above us. We were all tied for second place. Us, the Saints and the Panthers. The Buccaneers didn't run. They didn't have 13, 14 wins. They barely got up. If we won that Baltimore game, we would have been in the same spot Tampa Bay was. You know? So it's just, I feel like it all went downhill for that after that Baltimore game, but I don't know, man. Y'all tell me what you guys feel about it, man. I'm watching these playoffs, but I wish I was watching the Falcons in them. I wish I was watching the Falcons run through these teams, but I know one day they're going to. It's just a matter of execution, and are you willing to do this? You know what I'm saying? Are you willing to go out here and show that you're not a laughingstock? Show that you are not what people have been calling the Falcons for years. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it was good talking to y'all. Y'all let me know what you guys want for the Falcons, man. I'm gonna try to do. Well, I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that for later. I got an idea, but I'm gonna leave that for later. But y'all be safe, man. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all soon, man.